to musky, walleye, bass. Big John's Fishing Show. Okay, here we go. Woo! Hey guys, Big John here. Hey guys, Big John here. Yeah guys, it's Friday. Just got off work. A little bit cold out there to go fishing today. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go to the Grateful Shed and talk a little bit about my boat. So you guys all know I love my boat. I got the 2020 Starcraft Delta 188T that I purchased new from Happy Days Boat Center a couple years ago. And guys, I absolutely love my boat. And I love talking about my boat too. Just because I've owned a lot of boats in my life. And this one, there's something special about it. I really love it. It's kind of like the ultimate boat for me. So let's take a little walk around the boat and tell you a little bit about it. Okay guys, here we go. So let's start off by the width of this boat. This boat is 96 inches wide. It's got 96-inch beam, and it's 18 foot 11 long. Just a real big, solid boat, which I like because I do a lot of fishing down here on the Detroit River. I do a lot of fishing on Lake St. Clair and Lake Erie, and this boat does it all for me, guys. So we'll talk a little bit about some of the cool features on the boat and some of the things that I added to the boat, and just how I have it set up and why I have it set up that way. So first, let's talk about storage. If you walk around this boat, there is just so much storage in this boat. You can't go a foot in this boat and not find storage. So let's start off with the rod locker. It holds 12 rods. You can hold 8-footers in there. And don't worry, all you musky guys out there with your 9-foot plus rods, they'll fit in the boat. That's what the side storage compartment's for. Along with anything else that's long and you want to throw in the boat, that's the spot for that. It's got a 25-gallon live well. This thing is huge, guys. You can fit, I don't know how many limits of walleye in there. It's like the never-ending live well. For all you musky guys, I can't see any reason why you can't use this as a revival tank. It is huge. It's just really long, and it circulates well. It's just a real nice tank. And I also like the fact that it's got the double door on the top. You know, if you're fishing for walleye or bass and you don't want to open both doors, you don't have to. You could just open the one door, throw your fish in, and you're good to go. The front live well is a 15-gallon tank, and it's great as well. Let's say you're on the river jigging on the front of the boat, and you don't want to walk all the way to the back of the boat to throw your walleye in there. You can put them in the front tank. It's big enough, it'll hold your limit up there. And it's also nice if you want to put your minnows up there, you can do so. It's a perfect tank for that. But what I really like that this boat comes with this angle cooler sitting underneath this little compartment here on the boat. It's just a real nice touch. Keeps all my worms cold. And if you wanted to, guys, it comes with a bubbler. You can put your minnows in there, and those stay good for however long you want. If you're going out fishing the next day, you could bring them in the shed, leave them in the cooler, and keep your bubbler going, and they're going to be just fine. So that's real nice touch too. Fuel tank on the boat is 38 gallons, so it holds tons of gas. It'll get you wherever you need to go and back. Like I said, there's just so much storage. You could literally fit all your tackle boxes. You could fit all your safety gear. There's room for everything. I even put in another external tank for my kicker motor, external fuel tank, and it fits right in the back of the boat. In a storage compartment. So I mean, the storage is just unlimited in this boat, and it allows you to bring everything that you want to bring out, but it won't be in the way while you're fishing. You could tuck it all away and just utilize the space for fishing. So the next thing I want to talk about, guys, is this boat comes with an integrated track system. and it's awesome. So I can mount all my downriggers to it if I want. I can mount my hand lines to it, all my rod holders. I got my rod trees mounted to it, and there's no drilling in the boat or nothing. So that's a real nice feature, and it's basically the whole length of the boat. So you could just slide everything where you want it and put it where you want it when you want it, and it comes off just as easy as it goes on. So that's a real great feature. And just the instrument cluster on the boat, it's very comfortable. You can reach it from the captain's chair. You can control everything from there, and yeah, it's nice, guys. Like I can reach over to my fish finders, which is right next to my instrument cluster, and it's nice because a lot of times you're playing with the graph while you're running, and you can still do that from the captain's chair. And when you move up to the deck here, I'll put this little video of my buddy Chris when we were out doing the test propping with Chris from Happy. I had two Chris's on the boat that day. I had my buddy Chris and then Chris from Happy Days. But anyways, here's a picture of Chris on the front of the boat, just laying there like he was laying on his living room floor. Like there's just that much room. So yeah, really cool setup. I did add a pro pole to the front with a bicycle seat on the front, just because that's how I like to jig. But you can put your standard seats up there, no problem. It'll fit in that front pedestal. But I like having the pro pole, and so that's one of the things that I did add to the boat. And yeah, I got 3 fish finders on the boat. I went to 36 volts on the boat, guys, and I run a Ultrex on the front, 36 volt electric, and that electric trolling motor is amazing. I'm kind of old school. When I jig, guys, I like having cable driven, but when I'm on the lakes trolling, I like having that autopilot that I can set to my true north and let it steer the boat for me. So with the Ultrex, it's got the best of both worlds. It has both. And I use that in combination with my kicker motor, which I put the Honda kicker motor on it so I could add the iTroll system, so I can control my speed. It's from 0 to 100%. I could control my speed and really get dialed in on my kicker motor, and then the bow mount does all the steering for me. So that's the way I set up the boat. A lot of people ask, well, why did you go with tiller, Big John? Well, traditionally down here on the Detroit River, guys, we have a thing called hand lining. I've always done it the way it's traditionally done, and that's one hand on the tiller and one hand pulling wire. So that's the way that I've done it, and I wanted a boat that could do that. I did add another seat bracket, guys, and it worked out good where that little angle cooler is. If I flip that lid up and pull that cooler out, and then I got a seat that slides on that right on the other side of my graphs there. Now I can have a passenger and we can hand line 2 people, and you're both at the back of the boat. The trick is with hand lining, you want to be as far to the back of the boat as you can. And yeah, and it's that's the nice thing about having my Suzuki 90 on there. I got troll control and I could dial that right down against the current. And yeah, I troll with my big motor when I'm hand lining the river. When I get on the lakes and I'm trolling with the boards, then I use the combination of the bow mount and the kicker motor, and that works so great. So yeah, guys, it's just a great boat. You know, you can mount all your accessories on that integrated track system. I chose to mount my downriggers on the inside of the boat, just because I like to put my cover on the boat at the end of the day, and I can leave, you know, if I'm away out of town somewhere and want to put the cover on the boat, I can leave the downriggers underneath the cover. So that's the reason I mounted those right to the boat. So yeah, guys, definitely, if you're in the market for a new boat, check out Starcraft Marine. They just build an amazing boat, so tough. Well-built boat. I absolutely love mine. And hey, check out the Delta 188T. It does everything I want it to do, and more. And I'm sure I missed something in this video, guys, but I'm going to be doing a bunch of different videos on different things for StarCraft here and there. So if I miss it in this one, we'll bring it up in the next one. Cheers. Love yous all. Be positive. Big John's out.